You're watching Times XP. My name is Vrityatri, and here are the biggest stories that are making headlines across the globe today. So let's start with it. Sky near Venezuela turns dangerous. Two near mid-air incident involving the US military aircraft and commercial jets over the Caribbean has raised serious safety concern as increased surveillance and refueling missions near Venezuela turn civilian airspace into a high-risk zone. Aviation analysts warn that this level of militarization dramatically raises the chances of a major accident. United States tankers fly without verification or identification. At least one US military tanker reportedly flew with its transponders switched off, forcing a civilian aircraft to abruptly halt its climb, highlighting how covert military operations can actually endanger unaware passengers. Well, such practices violate long-standing aviation safety norms. Caribbean airspace becomes a front line. What was just routine commercial airspace is now crowded with military activities, increasing the risk of accidental collisions as the US pressure on Venezuela intensifies. Airlines are quietly reassessing their flight path in the particular region. Aviation experts sound alarms here. Experts warn that unidentified military aircraft leaves the pilots with seconds to react, and a minor miscalculation, and that too as a cruising altitude, can result in loss of life. They are urging stronger coordination between civilians and military aviation authorities. Lula issues ultimatum to Europe. Brazil's President Lula has urged France and Italy to stop delaying the Mercosur's European Union trade deal, warning that South America will pivot to other global partners if Europe continues to stall. Well, his message, it reflects growing frustration in Latin America. World's largest trade pact at risk. Yes, the delayed trade agreement, meant to connect over 700 million people and trillions in economic output, it risks collapsing entirely due to political resistance in Europe. Economists say that failure, it would be a historic missed opportunity. France and Italy face pressure. European leaders are caught between farmer protests and strategic interest here, as Brazil accuses them of blocking free trade while benefiting from global market. The dispute exposes deep contradiction within the European Union. Brazil signals shift towards China. Lula's remarks suggest that Brazil is increasingly open to strengthen ties with China and other non-Western partners, reshaping the global trade alignment. Now, this could actually weaken Europe's influence in South America. Trump labels Maduro government terror entity. That's right, the US designation of Venezuela's government as a terrorist organization, it marks an unprecedented escalation, placing Caracas in the same category as extremist group. Venezuela has called the move provocative and dangerous as well. United States orders total Venezuelan oil blockade. Under the new policy, Venezuelan oil shipment could be seized globally, threatening the country's economic lifeline and increasing the risk of maritime confrontation. Here, energy analysts warn that this could ripple across the global market. Venezuela takes fight to the United Nations. Caracas has actually accused Washington of piracy and economic warfare at the UN, warning that continued pressure will provoke retaliation beyond the diplomatic protests. Allies like Iran and Russia, they have voiced support. United States launches deadly maritime strike. American forces carried out missile strikes on vessels accused of drug trafficking. Multiple people have been killed. Basically, it's a move that critics say sends a warning message to Venezuela and its allies. Washington insists the action was actually lawful. Global oil markets on the edge. Any disruption to Venezuelan export could trigger price volatility, specifically as China remains a key buyer and Russia provides political backing to Caracas. Traders are already pricing at a higher risk here. Trump expands massive travel ban. The US has widened travel restrictions to including more than 30 countries, citing national security concern here. And tightening immigration scrutiny. This particular move has sparked backlash from the rights group. White House cites security failure. Well, officials argue that weak identity system and visa overstays they justify the ban, framing them as measures rather than the actions. Here, the critics say that the policy unfairly targets the certain region. Who is exempt from the ban? Well, green card holders remain unaffected, while visa waivers they may still be granted. Though critics say that uncertainty will discourage lawful travel here. Confusion continue among the international travelers. Turkey shoots down Black Sea drone. Turkish forces interpreted and destroyed an unidentified drone entering their national airspace, underscoring how Black Sea tensions are spilling into neighboring regions. Ankara has now demanded accountability. Black Sea conflict spills over. Ukraine strike on Russia-linked oil vessel has heightened risk for commercial shipping, putting the regional stability under severe strain. Here, insurance costs for ships has also surged. Erdogan issues strong warning. Turkey has made it very clear that it will defend its airspace and shipping lanes, warning that repeated violation could trigger broader conflict. In the meantime, NATO allies are closely monitoring the entire situation. India and Israel close rank. India's foreign ministry met Israel's prime minister to deepen cooperation on intelligence and counter-terrorism amid the rising regional instability here. Well, the talks reflect growing strategic trust. Pakistan factor looms large. India's strategic calculations are influenced by Pakistan's growing defense ties with Saudi Arabia, making Israel a key security partner. Here, regional alliances are rapidly shifting. India-Israel defense cooperation deepens. Talks focused on advanced weapons, drones, and cyber defenses, signaling operational collaboration rather than a symbolic diplomacy. Joint projects they are expected to expand. Thailand captures Chinese missile. Thai forces seize Chinese-made anti-tank weapons, and that too during border clashes, raising question about Beijing's armed network in Southeast Asia. Well, the discovery has alarmed regional capitals as well. China faces strategic embarrassment. Well, the captured weapon, it could now be studied by rival militaries, exposing China's defense technology to global scrutiny. Beijing has remained largely silent. Russia and Iran hold high-level talks. Moscow and Tehran discuss sanction resistance, energy coordination, and regional security, signaling a united front against the Western pressure. Well, this particular meeting underscores deepening ties. Energy cooperation talks center stage. With vast oil and gas reserves here, Russia and China aims to increase their export towards Asia, using energy as geopolitical leverage here. This challenges Western sanctions regime. United States-Israel tensions surface. Israel's continued strike in Gaza, despite ceasefire effort, it has strained relationships with Washington, complicating the US diplomacy. In fact, behind the scene talks, it remains tense. Egypt freezes Netanyahu's meeting. Egypt's discussion to halt talks with Israel marks a very rare diplomatic snub and reflects growing regional frustration. Here, Cairo is signaling its displeasure very clearly. H-1B visa fraud claims erupt. A former US visa officer alleges large-scale fake document scam, prompting calls for audit and tighter control. Indian applicants are watching closely. Iran-linked hacker issue Claire bounty. Well, a group linked to Iran has reportedly offered money for Israeli military data, highlighting the growing role of cyber warfare in modern conflict. Cyber agencies, well, they fear escalation online. And with that, that's a wrap-up of our 30 news bulletins from around the globe. From Gaza to Israel, from Venezuela to the United States, the world is changing and so is geopolitics, and Times XP is here to give you all the latest updates that matters the most. I am Kriti Athri. See you tomorrow.